We have a very small, some would even say tiny haul to go over this month, but that's okay because there's some bangers in this pile. But let's go ahead and get this video started. What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel, and it's time for another haul video. Today we're gonna go over all the books that I picked up in the month of August. As you guys can see in the opener, there's only 7 books in this pile, only 7, and 4 of them I already owned. I just brought them to Terrificon to get signed, and I just want to show those off to you guys. And then I have 3 absolute bangers that I picked up this month, and I'll tell you why there's only 7 books in the pile, because one of them was very expensive. Well, expensive to me, but guys, that book is so freaking good, and it's one of the books that I had on my list to pick up this year, and I'm so excited that I actually did. So let's not waste any more time. I'm gonna adjust the cameras a little bit, and then we're gonna go start going over this haul. Now, the first books that I'm going to share with you guys are the books that I took with me on my amazing adventure to Terrificon. I went with my best friend Josh, and I brought these books with me because these creators were going to be at the convention, and I just wanted to get these books signed because I'm big fans of them. And you know what? I am a fan of signatures. Not every single collector is, but I personally am, especially when I really like the creators' work. So let's go ahead and show off these first few books. And the first one up is going to be Family Tree issue number 1. Now, Phil Hester was attending the convention, and this was the first signature that I was able to get. There was actually no one in line at his table, which is a little sad, but I gotta tell you, I got right in. I got to speak with him for a few minutes. I got to tell him how much I really enjoy his artwork, and his artwork on Family Tree is so freaking amazing. It is really, really good, and I highly suggest you guys give this book a read if you haven't. It's also written by Jeff Lemire, and you can never go wrong with a Jeff Lemire book. Now, the next book up is super cool. This is Batman issue number 700. Now, the reason why I got this book signed is because the amazing artist David Finch did the cover art. He did some of the interiors, and it's just a big milestone issue. And guys, check out how he did his signature. It is so freaking good. He's also another bald guy. Who doesn't like a bald guy when you are a bald guy? We're just bald guys together, and he was super nice. And again, I just love his freaking artwork, and his artwork on Batman is so good, and I just had to get his signature. Now, the next 2 books are both from the same series, but they're both different issues, and they're both signed by the same people, because the writer and the artist on this book were actually sitting right next to each other, and man, these guys were so cool. Now, first up is going to be Mr. Miracle issue number 1. Now, I actually bought this at the convention. I did not bring this with me, and I found it for an amazing price of like $1 or $2, something like that. And this is such a great book. This is my first introduction to Tom King and Mitch Gerads, and I gotta say, I love this series. This series made me cry. It had so much feeling in it, and it just brought these 2 fantastical new god beings in the DC universe into real life. So much of the story was set in their apartment, and it was such a good book. The artwork is amazing, the writing is amazing, and I just had to get this book signed. And guys, it's signed by Tom King and Mitch Gerads. But this next cover is probably my favorite cover from the run, and that is issue number 7. Now, this is of importance because I am a dad, and Mr. Miracle is a dad in this story, and it is so good. It is so heartwarming and heart-wrenching, and it is so good. That's probably why I cried during this series, is because I am a dad, and this was almost like written to me. It was incredible. It was amazing. Now, those are all the books that I brought with me to Terrificon, and I loved getting these signatures. It was so great meeting these creators, and I never had to wait in a line more than like 15 minutes, and that is just so awesome at a convention. Some of those lines, you have to wait for so long. Now, these next 3 books are the books that I picked up over the last month. 2 of them are from eBay, and one of them I bought as 1 in 50 from, I believe, G-mart, and I got a pretty good price on this book. So let's go ahead and dive into these. And first up is Teen Titans issue number 1. Now, this is the Michael Turner variant. It is from like 2005, I want to say. I'll put the year it came out right down here. And guys, Michael Turner. It's Michael Turner. And the reason why I picked this up is because the version that I bought a long time ago was not a 9.8 candidate, and I really want to submit this book and get it up on the wall because Michael Turner is one of my favorite artists. He passed away from cancer years ago, so we're never going to get any more of his amazing art, and I just love this one. This one is so good. Teen Titans was so good during this run, and this book is just freaking incredible. Now, the next book up was a book that I talked about. It was my cover lover pick on Final Order Cutoff on my Wednesday pull list. This cover is amazing. It is incredible. I am so glad I picked it up. This is Batman Neo-Gothic issue number 1, and it's the 1 in 50. It's incredible, but I will show you guys there seems to be a slight tiny tear on the top left corner, and I don't know if this is going to pass as a 9.8 candidate. This tear kind of looks like it could be a manufacturing error, and some of those errors can be passed through CGC as a 9.8, but guys, I'm really not sure, but I am going to be submitting a 25 book pre-screen, and I can pre-screen this as a 9.8, so if it doesn't, it won't get slabbed, because I don't want this at a 9.6. I want this as a 9.8, because I just love the artwork by Dyke Ruan. It is so good. Now, there is one more book. This is my big boy book that I picked up. It cost me just under $100. It was like 98 and change. I paid 87 for the book, and then there was like shipping and taxes and all that garbage. So basically, I paid $100 for this book. And I gotta tell you guys right now, I do not like paying more than like $30, maybe $40 for a book. There's something about it in me. I buy so many brand new books that I just don't like paying more than $40. And paying this was worth it, because man, this book is so gorgeous. Now, this is Space Vixens issue number 1. Well, I think it's called like 3D Zone Space Vixens issue number 16, not issue 1, issue number 16. Now, the importance of this book is that it is a Dave Stevens cover, and he passed away a little while ago, but his artwork is so good. This is one of 2 covers of his that I absolutely want. There's this one right here, and there's also Planet Comics issue number 1, and I'm on the hunt for that. There are a few on eBay that look really good that could be like 8.0 plus candidates, but again, those books are going for like $125 to $200. I just don't know if I want to pay that much money for those books, but guys, this one right here is gorgeous. Now, this book is going to be sent off today. I want to get it into the mail today. It's going to go to my friend Magic Pressing. He's on Instagram. He's an amazing presser. You guys can just check out his Instagram, see some of the CPRs that he's done. He's got like 9.2s that go to 9.8s. He is just overall a great cleaner impresser. So I want to see what he can do with this book. I'll show some close-ups of some issues with this book. It's definitely not a 9.8, and that's okay with me. I'm not looking to get a 9.8 in this book. I'm just looking to get like, you know, an 8.5 and above, because I really just love the artwork on this book. This was a grail for me to get this year, and I got it. And I'm so excited to get this submitted to CGC and get this up on the wall, because it is just gorgeous. But guys, those are the 7 books that I picked up this month, in the month of August. It's actually September 7th today, so it was last month. But those are the books I got, so let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Now, if you guys are still watching, what am I gonna say? I'm gonna say, you guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for supporting the algorithm and watching this late into the video. Now, if you guys can look down, have you guys hit that like button just yet? If you haven't, do me a favor and smash that like button. And last but not least, guys, if you guys watched that video and you guys enjoyed that video, but you guys are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and again, smash that like button. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I'll be back tomorrow with my Final Order Cutoff speculation and recommendations video. You guys have yourself a great day, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.